tell them what to do. And after your children turn 18, you are no longer responsible for them in the eyes of the law. Except, of course, the law of the land is irrelevant. It's the law of your heart that matters. The law might think differently, but your children are yours forever. Your responsibility until, at last, you are theirs. This book is about the perils and joys of trying to be a decent mother in a world intent on making you feel like a bad one. Because it is about me and my experience of motherhood, it is necessarily about the luckiest things that have ever happened to me, my 4 children, and my husband, and thus it seems only fitting that I tell the story in 18 chapters. It also seems fitting that I hesitate a moment before telling my story, our story, to consider the question of whether it is appropriate to write about my children at all. Would a good mother keep her own counsel, button her lip? Does writing about my children make me a bad mother? My children have given me their permission to write this book. I always share what I'm writing with them. I check in to make sure they're not uncomfortable and don't feel exposed, and there have been many times when I have decided, because of their trepidation or my own concern, not to tell a story or dwell on a topic. I am confident that I haven't betrayed my children anywhere in these 18 chapters. Still, they are under 18, and one of them can't even read. Their permission alone cannot justify the project. The justification lies in the fact that the very writing of this book embodies my approach to motherhood, even, dare I say it, my philosophy. I believe that mothers should tell the truth especially, when the truth is difficult. It's always easier, and in the short term can even feel right, to pretend everything is okay, and to encourage your children to do the same. But concealment leads to shame. And of all hurts, shame is the most painful. Only if you name a problem, confront it head-on, drag it into the light, does it become surmountable. I always tell my kids that as soon as you have a secret, something about you that you are ashamed to have others find out, you have given other people the power to hurt you by exposing you. One of the darkest, deepest shames so many of us mothers feel nowadays is our fear that we are bad mothers, that we are failing our children and falling far short of our own ideals. In these 18 chapters, I explore that fear. I turn over those rocks and expose the spidery places beneath. By presenting a faithful and honest record of my experience as a mother, I hope to show both my readers and my children how truth can redeem even what you fear might be the gravest of sins. As I write this, Sophie is 13 years old, Zeke just turned 11, Rosie is 7, and Abraham, whom we most often call Abby, is just 5. 36 altogether, a multiple of 18. My luck, my loves, my chai. Chapter 1. Bad Mother. I busted my first bad mother in the spring of 1994 on a Muni train in San Francisco. She was sitting on the edge of her seat, her young daughter standing between her knees. She had 2 barrettes clamped between her lips and a hair elastic stretched around the fingers of one hand. With her other hand, she was brushing the little girl's long dark hair, trying to gather the slippery strands into a neat ponytail. It was not going well. She would smooth one side and then lose her grip on the other, or gather up the hair in the front only to watch the hairs at the nape of the girl's neck slide free. The ride was rough, the Muni car bucking and jerking along, causing the little girl periodically to lose her footing. When the driver took a turn too sharply, the little girl stumbled forward, her sudden motion causing her mother once again to lose hold of the ponytail. With a frustrated click of her tongue, the mother yanked a handful of the girl's hair hard and hissed, "Stand still!" That's when, indignant, confident that someday when it was my turn to brush my own daughter's hair I would never be so abusive, I leaned forward in my seat, caught the woman's eye, and said in a voice loud enough for everyone in the train car to hear, "Lady, we're all watching you." We are always watching. The Bad Mother Police Force.